Hello, everyone. It's Molly. Come on in. Listen, guys, I just wanted to talk real quick and do a specific tutorial on resin. Um, I've had quite a few questions about it, and I want to make sure I can address those. So, I know that I've done this in some videos, but this one's going to be specific to just resin. Okay? So, I want to talk about a couple things that are very important. One is the resin that you use. The second one is the UV light that you use. There are different wattages for UV lights. So sometimes if you find a small one and think this is where I can start, and I'm only saying this because it's happened to me. And so I'm just passing it along to you. If you want to do resin, wait until you can get the right products to do it. Now, I'm sure there are other posts, other people have different opinions. That's fine. I have not seen any of them. I don't know what they're recommending. I am just going by what Molly does. That's all I'm doing today, okay? So, I want to start off with the resin to use. And oh my gosh, I keep doing this. This is in my Amazon list. Decorum UV hard, make sure it's hard, resin. It is odor free. These did not used to be odor free. They are now. They used to smell like awful. And they are resistant to yellowing. And I can prove that by stuff I've had on my wall for 5 years. So, can't guarantee more than 5 years, but I can do that. When you get the actual bottle itself, it's not going to have the hard on it for some reason. So I don't know, but just an FYI. So what is resin? So resin is when you want that glass-like top to something that you're working on. And you don't want to just use your glossy sealers. And even if you use triple thick or glossy accents, this goes beyond that. This really glosses everything that you're working on. Now, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple pieces for you. And I usually recommend, when you do this, save your embellishments until after you resin it. But I'm going to do one with an embellishment on it so you can see what happens. And this has a rhinestone in it too. So I want you to see what happens. Now, this is going to be really shiny, and I apologize. These are leftover clays I have from other projects. So, I already resined this one. Already got my finger in it. Let me wipe it off. So, here's the thing. You want to be generous with your resin. Okay? I'm going to take this one off. I mean, you really want to be generous. Use a makeup brush. Please, just do yourself a favor and use a makeup brush. A makeup? I'm already over the side. It's okay. It's okay. Show you what to do when that happens. This is good that happened. So this is 3-dimensional. So the odds are it is going to go over the side. Okay? We can clean that up on the back very easily after it goes through the resining process. Here goes on top of this one. Now, resin can be pushed to the edges and it won't fall over if you don't use too much like I just did. I used way too much on there. That's why that happened. Okay. Your diamond is still sparkling in here. This one I already did, so that one's good. Now, for your brush, you can always just put it in a piece of foil and wrap it up. This stuff does not get hard or anything. You can just keep using it. So I'm going to pop these in to my UV light. What am I forgetting to tell you? I want you to see how messed up this one is. It's one of the reasons I did that. So let me... Oh, I know what I'm forgetting to tell you. If you're using the Melody... Hold on, I have something in front of this. My light. My whole light. Melody Susie. Okay, it's black with a teal, like bright blue teal colored imprint on the inside. I can't show it to you, sorry, because it's way over there and I'm unplugging everything. So, but it's on my list. I was starting to put stuff in there and I was getting UV resin all over the bottom because I was starting out. I didn't know what I was doing and stuff was getting messy. So I found this little wood board, or somebody did. I don't know. It was so long ago. And I just keep recovering it with foil and it's worked out great to put in as an insert. And it is 5.5 by 5.25. So this is what I use as my backing. And it's just, it's like, I don't know, a 1/2 inch thick. So I'm going to put this in here, but then I'm going to have to come back because it's going to have to do its thing. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So these are out from under the UV light. I put them in for 10 minutes. Usually they say you can do between 2 and 5 minutes. I don't believe that for a second. I think you need more. Now, I lay my resin on a little thicker, but I still think it needs that amount of time. 6 minutes, you might be good if you have a thin layer. So this, again, this is just what I do. Let me get this shiny stuff out of your way. Well, in 1 second. So we talked about how I overflowed this one because I wanted to show you how to fix this. Because this happens to all of us. Now, I pulled this up with all the resin on it. And the back is covered with resin. It's wet. You need to take a baby wipe or a wet paper towel and clean that off. That's all you have to do. It's literally all you have to do. And now it's fine. Now, oh my gosh, what about all this? You need to take your tonic scissors and cut it off. I mean, I really over-exaggerated this one. I don't think you'll ever have this kind of a problem. But what I'm trying to show you is that you can get out of anything. It looks like broken glass. It's kind of cool. Okay, let me pitch this. So, then you're like, well, that didn't do the trick. Sure. You just take your file, take a nail file, get one of these 180 grit. You just sand it right off. Just takes a hot second. Oh gosh, now I'm getting fingerprints in here. What are we going to do now? Don't fret. Take your baby wipe. Wash off the sand. Wash off your fingerprints. This is so easy, you guys. Please don't be afraid of doing resin. Now, let me blow this off in the garbage. Okay. So, I want to show... Here, let's do this. So, this is a resined and a non-resined piece. Okay? you can clearly see that this one looks duller than this one. And this has the varnish on it. I don't know which varnish I used. I'm so sorry. But this one is resined. So there's a clear difference in that. It depends on what style, what you like. Now, let's talk about this one. Why do I have to put it on there, Molly? You don't. Okay. This is gorgeous. Now, I lost a little bit of the shine in the rhinestone, but it's still there. My recommendation is, if you're going to do rhinestones, wait until after you resin. But you can put down, I mean, look, it's still shining, that little diamond in there. Or a pretend diamond. You can put down any embellishment and go over it. And you know what else? If you're buying the cheap embellishments, like, you know, you get a bag of a whole bunch of different themes and you're afraid they're going to yellow or just go gross, this will help save that too. Okay? Now, last one. We did these in one of our mosaic videos. Dog's trying to get down here. This is done with quick bright, that bright tone. Okay, it's really, really shiny. And it also has liquid Sculpey on it, so it's totally shiny. But then I did this one, and everything appears to be embedded rather than standing out. My God, am I giving you guys a headache? I'm not trying to move around so much. Just want to show you the differences. Okay? So, that is what you can do with the resin as far as my tutorial is going to go. If you have any other questions, just send me a message on Facebook, a private message. But again, remember, get a good brush, and then you can just roll it up and save it in some foil and use it every single time. So easy. Threw that a little too far. Oh, it's my wax paper. So, okay. I don't know what else I can tell you guys about the resin. Look at the Amazon list and see the items. You know, I mean, there's really only 3 things you need. The resin, the UV light, and a good makeup brush. Trust me, you want a makeup brush. You don't want to use a regular brush. But you can if you want. And I also am going to disclose one more time. This is just me. It is not, this is just what I do. And I'm passing that along to you guys. So, if you have any questions or don't like or don't understand what I was trying to get across, either send me a message or go on Google and type in how to resin clay. You might get a million different answers. So you might find something that fits you better, but I'm tried and true to the practices that I follow. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay? All right. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I'm going to get going, and I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.